the
Oh
channel here.
goodness, caught me
Uh,
drinking.
Yeah, Jeff is always drinking when
Always,
we
you
go
always catch
live.
me drinking. Why is that?
I do it on purpose, man. That's how life
Oh,
is.
that is how life is.
Well, we're on everything again: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, and Kick.
Good. Do you think we'll at least get 3 people in?
I mean, the last time we had like 5 people in, so. And plus, we had people on X. We had about 11 people on X watching us and commenting. So
There we go.
a couple people on Facebook showed up. So
Hey, Rob.
Rob's here. Hey, good afternoon. Yep. So you're gonna go grab and look at Rollmaster, Rob, or Merp. Now that I talked about it on that video, because there's one of the videos for today dropped about talking about Harp, which is kind of like Merp and Rollmaster. Rob was commenting on that.
Let's play a little game.
What's the game?
Would you rather?
Okay.
Would you rather play with a kleptomaniac thief or rogue who steals everything, including from the party, or a I just mine just lost my mind, or a bard that seduces everyone, including you?
So the bard is seducing everybody, or a thief in the party that just steals everything.
Which one would you rather have?
I don't know. Both are just annoying, but at least with the thief, I can kill him.
I mean, you could kill the bard too.
Yeah, it's just gross. So
So you'd rather deal with the kleptomaniac thief?
yeah, I'd rather deal with a kleptomaniac thief.
Just for the fact that you could kill him.
Yeah, he tries to steal my shit. He's dead.
All right.
The other guy tries to grab my balls. He's dead too. So,
well, I mean, there's no grabbing. It's just harmless flirting.
no, I don't want that shit. I don't play role playing games for flirtation stuff.
You don't, but we're not talking about you. We're talking about somebody else who's flirting with you.
Right, and I don't play that stuff. I'd say no. Stop.
Gives you a little wink.
No, I didn't even like when Corey was doing. Remember, he was doing that with the cop at way back in Shadowrun. He's like, the cop gives you a wink. I'm just like, stop.
All right. Would you rather?
What is this? Would you rather? What are we, high school girls? What? Okay, go ahead.
It's just a game, dude. Chill out. Would you rather deal with a sanctimonious paladin? Oh, Rob has a good point. What if the bard is hot?
No, I don't play role playing games to flirt with other people. I'm
Okay.
married for one, so.
Well, I mean, obviously, no one's going to say that you're going to just
The last time I played in a group with girls, it turned into a disaster. So no.
Random football behind me.
Yeah.
Would you rather deal with a sanctimonious paladin? Was it
Lawful
lawful
stupid?
good,
Lawful stupid. Yeah.
or a I say a bloodthirsty barbarian?
Oh, Bloodthirsty Barbarian is so much more fun. I could just be like, that guy just said you're a bum. Boom! After him. Yeah, I like
Well,
that.
you could do the same thing. Same thing with the paladin too. It's like that guy says your god is wrong.
Any more? You want to spin the bottle next, Jeff?
Go.
Of course. Is that it?
Would you rather deal with a barbarian who's put his highest stat in intelligence, or deal with a wizard who put his highest stat in constitution?
I guess the barbarian. I don't know. At least he could
Does
still
he tell you?
fight.
I mean, no. His highest stat is intelligence. It's never come up.
Okay, so but have you? I watched this game earlier, and have you guys asked if there is something inside the pillow? You know what? It's never actually came up. We were just joking about how he always has a pillow on his face, and I don't know why, because that's just something that Jeff decided to make canon. So
No, you made it canon. I just went with it.
I did not make it canon. I said, why does it sound like he has a pillow over his face every time he talks?
So you thought it would be a good idea to have a pillow over his face. So I just went with it.
Yeah, it's all my fault, right?
You could say, "Why do you sound muffled?" But no, you went directly to the pillow over the face.
Does it sound like a pillow on his face? And now he has different pillow flavors all the time. So
Well, if we go back to that town, he's going to have a different a different smell.
that smells like moss.
Wait, it's not fresh cut grass; it's moss.
We need to go back to D&D. I want to get that friggin' Merryweather.
We will never, ever get Merryweather.
Hey, Jamal's play. Hey, welcome here. He plays poorly. Oh wow. Okay. The topic. What's the problem is being addressed? Not just how can we fix it. We were waiting for some people to show up. We were just talking about things along the lines of just bull crap. But now the people are actually here. How can we fix D&D going forward? A lot of people are unhappy with Dungeons and Dragons going forward, and how can we make it better?
Why are people unhappy about D&D?
They don't like the artwork for one. They don't like the way the classes have changed and stuff like that. A lot of people are disappointed in it. So,
All right. So the artwork, maybe use less AI. Maybe use established artists. That would probably be a good thing.
your past life as a YouTube gamer. Yeah, so some of the artwork is actually pretty decent. So I don't know why people were really bitching. Like some of these are pretty good.
Go back to Thaco.
I would not want to go back to Thaco, to be honest. I'll go back to Thac Zero with all those tables and AD&D, but not Thaco.
You don't want to crit Thaco?
No. Hey, I tell you, listen to Thaco.
Jeez.
I mean, some of this artwork is just like too. I don't know.
I like the little wizard, acrobat, barbarian, and
yeah,
ranger.
That's the thief acrobat there, and that's a barbarian, and that's I think he was a ranger. Yeah, but that was off the spoof of the cartoon. They're just missing the cavalier. I don't know where he is.
He's probably
dead,
cowering somewhere.
He's dead somewhere.
There's a unicorn. You see the unicorn?
I fucking hate that unicorn, man. Worst thing about that little cartoon. Like some of it's really decent. I'm okay. You're gonna float backwards like a little weirdo.
I think he's jumping backwards, but
is he scissor kicking while he's jumping backwards? I don't even know.
He's sprawling his legs apart.
Yeah, it does lack the style of a lot of the old school stuff. You're definitely right. Hey, Mercurius is here. Welcome.
Hey, Mercurius.
I mean, some of it just doesn't look all that great. I mean, okay.
It looks like to me those three pictures right there, side to side. Looks like they're supposed to be for like an avatar picture for a game.
Like yeah, I can see that.
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Rob's right. That's the word I was looking for. Too anime-ish.
I think it's cartoonish. Maybe CGI-ish.
This is the good comment right here. Take it out of Wizards of the Coast hands. That's how we could solve the whole problem. Thank you, Derek. Welcome to the stream. That's a perfect way to get rid of it.
Not wrong. No. I don't have a problem with Wizards of the Coast owning it. It's just the direction that they're going with.
Well, I have a
That's
problem with Wizards of the Coast owning it as far as, well, yeah, the direction they're taking it. They're taking it in the worst direction by shitting on the people that used to play the game. So
exactly. And I think now if we were talking about how to improve Wizards of the Coast, that's a entirely different subject in my opinion. But I would say
start by firing everybody.
no, not necessarily firing everyone. In fact, I would even keep some of the woke people, but I would have them in separate divisions, right? So what I would do is I would embrace the past, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where this whole company, not this whole company, but this is where this whole, you know, game started.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go back to older editions and maybe not revise them, but update them. And I would keep the woke crowd, but I would have them as a different, not different company, but a different game system, right? Not put them in D&D, but put them like in an activist type of game, because most of those, I would say, I would assume that most of those people who they cater towards don't really game as much as they go out and protest.
Well, they tried to update AD&D with those new covers and everything like that way back. I think it was in 2012, around there,
Mhm.
2009, and it was okay. But I mean, they own all the editions of the game, and they're going to label everything prior to their stuff of 2014 as problematic.
See, I would never have done that.
Yeah.
I would embrace what it was, but I would definitely update it to today's standards. I definitely wouldn't use this art. This art,
It,
it seems a bit too stylish, a little bit over the top. Like they said, anime-ish is definitely a good word.
it like changes like the shift in tone from here. This looks like a completely different art style going on over here.
Well, it looks like it. All right, so if you go back, you think of the artwork from the back in the day. It looked like a heroic adventure. This looks like a a fantastic supernatural sort of game where everybody does magic instead of just a couple classes.
Yeah,
It
that
seems
does
like
true.
everybody's the hero, not just not you're not in a group dynamic. You're in a single person dynamic. I think
Yeah,
it's a bit.
everybody's pretty much equal. They got rid of all the restrictions that were on all the races and everything. In fact, they don't even call races anymore. So
Yeah. So it feels less groupy, more individualistic, and group in a game where you want to be a party where everybody has their own little niche, little
niche, you mean? Yeah.
little niche. Um, this doesn't feel like it.
No, not at all. Everybody seems like a cookie cutter, which was a problem that they had in 3. Everyone felt like a cookie cutter class.
Yeah.
And then they tried to fix it, and the 4E was just a ugh. What's this with this wolf? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna lick your balls. What is he doing there? I mean,
That's Moon Moon.
it's who?
It's Moon Moon. It's an
Moon
old
Moon.
meme. Yeah.
5e art looks like you're going to spend a good 60 hours in a campaign where you start out saving the neighbor's cat, and by the end of it, you're fighting a god with powership, friendship, and love. I
Yeah.
like this. I like this, Jamal.
It does. It
It's
feels
cracking me
like.
up.
I mean, he's got a good point. I mean, it feels like instead of being part of a party, you are going to end up being the protagonist. Everybody's the protagonist in this campaign.
Everybody and their mother has dark vision. There's no like separating, unless you're a human. Then of course they get the shaft again. So because what is this? What is this?
That's Glob.
Glob. That's Globulus from
Globolus, yeah.
from the GI Joe movie. This is what he turned into.
You know what? He does have that eye patch like that one character from GI Joe.
Yeah, the Globulus was his name. Yeah.
No. What was his Doctor
Oh,
Sergeant
Major
or something?
Major Blood?
No, not Major Blood, but the serpent guy who had the eye patch.
There was one serpent guy that had an eye patch. That was the guy from the G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah, that guy.
Globulus, yeah.
Oh, it was a Globulus.
That's why I kept saying his name. Is this giant like contemplating taking a dump somewhere? I mean, what is he doing? I'm going to buy this apple that's the size of what, my pinky?
I think he's trying to get negotiations with trying to transactionalize sexualization of that smaller guy. So this is where you'll grab it.
I mean, honestly, is he playing a giant? This wouldn't even work. I mean, and
No.
are these two conjoined twins down here, or is this just AI art, shitty art doing
That
this?
that's well, I don't know if that's AI art, but that's definitely looks more like a theme park and less of a fantasy world. They went from almost realistic, I would say medieval era type of thinking process
To cosplay.
to cosplay. Yeah,
Trying to make this larger so we can see the
I'm gonna
pictures
make
better.
it larger.
Only for you, baby.
But yeah, I mean, it looks like
Yeah, this looks like AI art, definitely.
It looks like this.
I'm guessing this is some type of devil over here, like rocking
it's
out.
A bard.
It's not a tiefling because that doesn't really remind me of a tiefling.
Well,
so.
you get the tail like a tiefling too.
Yeah, kind of. Everybody wants to play a tiefling
because they're so anti-meta. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of people want to play tiefling in other editions too, but it wasn't like it was now.
No, they want to do it because the way they look. It reminds me of back in the day when in World of Warcraft, just before the first patch came through, which was
the one that updated the character looks.
No, the one with the Outlands, the oldest one.
Oh, I don't remember. I've been so long since I played it. I don't know what's going on here. I guess it's some type of dragon.
Now I'm trying to figure out what it's called.
So to show off the age of Justin design philosophy, I enjoyed it better when they treated the lore more like a giant kitchen sink cookie. Like Forgotten Realms had your class. Oh yeah, Faerun, and it was cool. Yeah, it was actually.
The Burning Crusade. That's it.
Oh, Burning Crusade. Okay, I remember Burning Crusade then.
Okay, so yeah, where everybody in the Horde side was, kind of monstrous looking, and then they had the Blood Elves, and then the Blood Elves, and then all of a sudden everyone wanted to go be a Blood Elf.
Yeah, I did like those settings. There was not a lot of people that played the Kara-Tur setting at all. I don't know many people that even had the books, to be honest.
But so yeah, this seems more like a video game where it's a theme park.
To me, it looks like they're trying to capture the Baldur's Gate 3 people.
Baldur's Gate 3, World of Warcraft people.
What is this? Oh, I am just a giant. I mean, what is this?
I believe that's a Goliath. A female Goliath.
That's super happy to see everybody. I don't know what it is.
I'm guessing there's more to the picture because it looks like she's holding up a dragon, like she's saving somebody from being bitten down.
Or it could be a cave. I don't know, but you're right. Could be a dragon.
Here, instead of attacking this dragon, I'm going to be Ponzi and look at the party like they owe me a favor. Just saved you.
That is a Goliath from 4E. Okay.
Definitely. They went from tabletop role playing game Dungeons and Dragons to the MMORPG Dungeons and Dragons, where you have to constantly keep the
you wander away from it. Oh, that's great. Wandered from a better story edition. Yeah.
But
are these supposed to be kobolds?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Kobolds used to be little dog people.
Yeah, they were like dog people, and they turned them into these like weird dragon people, or lizard people.
But yeah, where MMO, you have to constantly keep people entertained and keep them visually stimulated in order for them to continue to play. You don't have to do that with RPGs. You have to keep, it's more or
I
less
was,
theater of the mind.
I was about to say, are you saying people are getting dumber as we go on in life?
I mean, obviously that's true. So, but no, no. What it is you have to keep your audience entertained all the time. But you don't have to do that with a TTRPG. You have to.
No, the
It,
problem is you do, because these people have no imagination. That's why. I
no,
mean,
the
look,
DM does
right, but the players have
not.
to have an imagination too, bro. Bro,
I mean, that's why you know
these are
the
the same
old
people
visual
that
art
are these are the same people that are saying unalive.
instead of dead or kill.
Yeah, they're saying unalive. I feel like I'm
Eh,
living in the movie Idiocracy. I mean, whenever I see that lingo. And then
um,
we got this.
I'm guessing that's Mage Hand, but a giant version of it. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. Is he
I think
killing
that's
a
is that a
minotaur?
goblin? Is that a gnome? What is that? Is that your cousin Dave?
Yeah, actually, my cousin Dave. You're right. You nailed it there. He got caught in the act. He was
Hey, I was pulling out my hand from the floor. Hey,
it.
Analyze.
It looks like he's squeezing a minotaur or something like that.
Yeah, I just got my Minotaur. It's pretty cool.
I don't know why they cut off half the artwork, which is so dumb. Yeah, the
Um,
MMO mindset is a problem. My coworker tried to convert me up to 5e. The big things were discovered through the conversation with fixation on balance as well as homogenizing everything. Yeah.
yeah, stop balancing everything. There's a reason why there's a group dynamic as opposed to everybody's their own protagonist.
I mean, everybody has a role when you play the game, and that's how it was, and that's how it started. Now you're making everybody the same type of person, so nobody is different, and everybody is just like, "Oh, my character can't do that," you know.
Now, you had said you had to keep the player entertained, or at least the company does. I would disagree. I think that's a little bit of act of the DM and the group dynamic that keeps the players entertained.
Yeah, but you also have to inspire the player to imagine, and this is what they're trying to do with these shitty pictures.
No, I'm saying back in the day.
Oh yeah,
Back in the day, it was up to the DM. It was up to the players. It was how they worked together. Everyone would have that, have that goofy side on them, and like I said, it really wasn't up. The company had pictures, but it was up to the DM. It was up to the players.
yeah. I'm not paying $50 for a new book that's just updated slightly, or almost $200 for all three books.
That's a wizard going against coconut crabs.
It's a saving of $60.
Yeah.
Or $30 for a PDF is beyond. Oh, the digital version on D&D Beyond, which means you don't even have the PDF. At
No.
least I believe.
Yeah, Beyond's on all one server, I believe, or servers.
You break out in highs by the other rolling stats and allowing characters to develop naturally by what you rolled. Oh my god.
Mm.
Yeah,
Me
I can't stand people that have to be optimized for the best of the best, regardless. I remember when I played 5e the first time when we were playing with the comic book store, and I played a paladin, and I forgot what I did exactly, but they're like, "Why aren't you playing this class with this, that?" And I'm like, "Because I want to play what I want to play." Well, that's not good for the group dynamic. You're not as powerful as you should be. I'm like, I don't fucking care.
it's
I don't.
it's about having fun, and people think you can win at D&D, and there's only two ways you can win at D&D. It's if one, you get
Mhm.
so obnoxious that the DM wants to kill you, or two,
I've been there. Yeah, or 2.
Or 2 is get to the point where the DM can no longer do anything because how powerful one person is and how weak the other person is. So they're constantly stuck between too hard or too easy.
So this will not be the start of 6e, though it's a drastic change. I'm not reading this. I just highlighted by accident. It's a drastic change in rules and the way things are done, but it's not 6e.
No.
It's still 5e. So how is that? I feel like it's like 3e to 3.5 all over again. Yes. D&D is about the friends you make along the way and the stories you tell with them.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that you remember. Yeah. That is the real treasure. We remember stories from years ago.
Now, it in the original, it felt like ordinary people going into extraordinary circumstances. This feels like extraordinary people going into super extraordinary circumstances.
Yeah, the level up system in 5e was just like, wow. 300 XP points to get to the next level was just kind of like, okay, that's a little quick.
Yeah. Like I said, MMO style gaming where you have to constantly keep your players entertained.
It's not a new edition, but totally keep subscribing to our live service. No, absolutely not.
What they need to do, you were talking about the cost of it. What they need to do is make 3 different cost styles. Where one, you buy the book, straight out, paper, covers and everything, a physical copy, 2 PDF version
Okay.
where you just buy the book outright. I would also say if you cannot afford those things, have a subscription style content where $1 to $5 a month.
I think they already have that with D&D Beyond. I think they have
They'll
that.
keep releasing, edition
But
to you.
You don't own it though.
You'll never own it. Yeah, if you have the subscription, you'll never own it. If you have a PDF or you have the physical copy, you will actually own the book.
This is the alternate cover.
The subscription idea is for those who cannot afford straight up $60 a month. And considering the times we live in, who can not a lot of people nowadays can't afford $60 straight out.
So you're paying $5 a month to rent the book so you can play the PDF, so to speak, so you can play. And if you can't pay, oh well, too bad. You'll just have to wait till you can pay again.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's a solid strategy for some people.
I mean, like I said, if you can afford $5, $1 a month, then you can get a subscription. I mean, you don't own anything, but you'll be able to, have the books you want to use. You'll be able to have all the miniatures, the tabletop you want to use.
I don't think Wizards has a tabletop, but I think they use
D&D Beyond, whatever it's called.
I think they're partnered up with Roll20, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. So that gives people another option. It could be also the free edition where you have ads on your website, not your website, on your browser. So you're just bombarded by ads, but you'll be able to play the game.
Or like how Scrib does it when you read a page, it gives you an ad instead, and then you can read the page. Those things.
Yeah, exactly. But people know workarounds around that.
Well, yeah. And then you just screen capture every page, and you're done. It's your page.
I mean that is a legitimate way.
Yeah.
Not to say it wasn't legitimate. That's absolutely stealing, but still.
I would do it. I don't care. I'm not giving Wizards any money. Hey, they stole our fireside chat thing.
Wait, go back down.
What?
The fireside chat?
Yeah, they stole our fireside chat. Now, everybody does fireside chats. We aren't the first one to do it.
Oh, hold on. Players used to be stuck with crappy stats and challenge.
Go ahead, read it. You started
trying to portray the character and to do the best in their abilities. Some of the best times came from those moments. No power gaming, no min maxing. Then the DM spent time crafting great ventures. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
If you have a good enough DM, it doesn't matter, how your stats look. They could always go, figure out a way around it,
Yeah, it's
or
called role playing.
and know your players, know who's good at talking, who's good at being the face. Because there was no face characters. Bards didn't come out in the first edition, did they?
Yeah, they were in first edition. They were just very difficult to become a bard.
Okay. But there was no faces. There was everybody.
Anybody could be a face character.
Yeah, exactly.
Just have to have a high enough charisma and know
You
how to talk.
Mhm. So it depends on it's depending on your DM to make a game interesting. Also, depending on how well the players did too, because if you had somebody with crappy stats and they could still role play really good, you still had a really good game.
Yeah, that's really how most people do it. I mean, at least I do sandbox stuff. I don't really follow published adventures at all. Yep, and you just roll when you need to roll.
I think you do more home brewing than sandboxing.
Same thing. I mean, my worlds are just basically a world, and you guys just kind of go through it wherever you want to go. I throw options at you, and you guys, I throw that worm, and you guys pick it up, or you just go no and keep moving on. So,
I don't think we've ever said really no.
yeah, there is one person in the group that likes to push things forward in a certain way and say no to other things. So,
We did, however, say no to one of Corey's adventures.
low intelligence, low as I'm a politician. Yeah, you could be.
That reminds me of somebody.
No,
I won't say who.
no, we don't talk politics on this channel.
But no, no, we said no to one of Corey's adventures. Do you remember that?
Did we?
Star Wars Episode 1.
Oh, you mean the no, we didn't say no to it. We ignored the cannibals.
No, we actively said no. He was like, "You see your house? Oh, guys, you don't want to go in there. There's cannibals. Oh, it looks really cool. Nope, there's cannibals. I guarantee you. Don't go in there."
There was no hook for us to go there at all. We saw a house. We were told there were cannibals on it, but we were on our way to something else. What was the reason for us to go in there? Because there's cannibals?
No, my character was the one that said it was cannibals. We didn't prove there was cannibals there or not.
Right. We didn't. There was nothing to prove that. What did we care? We didn't care. There was nothing to make us care. You have to make the players care about something for them to do something.
There was still that hook there. We just didn't take it.
At this point, yeah, I agree with the Ultra American tabletop RPGer here. It's not worth playing or not worth saving anymore. Just let them crash it to the ground, and that's what they're going to do. I have my editions on the shelf that I can play. I have my other games to play. Why bother?
That's the whole question we're asking though. How would we fix it to where it was worth saving?
Get it out of Wizards of the Coast hands.
It's not the company; it's the people that work for them.
No, it's Wizards of the Coast.
They're getting to the point where they're money hungry, and when they're money hungry, they lose perspective of the game. It's like just put out stuff, make money, don't have people complain to us.
Just a naked hook.
That's the problem right now. If they had a better business sense to where what can we provide for a better product for our players instead of just putting out stuff after stuff after stuff trying to make that money.
Yeah, I can't
have a better.
I don't understand that mentality that he's bringing up. Everybody wants to play a certain game, but they all want to make it 5e. And I can't stand that.
It goes back to Critical Role. Everybody got huge into that, and everybody wanted the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, like I have a friend at work that his group just plays 5e. Only 5e. And he bought a couple other books. He bought we were talking about it, Old Swords Reign, and he looked at it. He thought it was really cool, and he told them about it. And they were like, "No, we want to play 5e." So basically, they play 5e. Their campaign. They get done with the campaign. They switch to DM. They play 5e again. It's like, take a break, play something else, so you can like come back to it.
Yeah, it's the Matt Mercer effect, where nice guy, nice enough group, but they did such a good job by being a show, not an actual game, but being a show, that everyone just assumes that that's what the game is about.
Yeah, I will absolutely go back to 1E before I go to play 67th edition that they're bringing out. So
what if Wizards of the Coast in their 6th edition, because they said this is not their 6th edition, this is something else, decide to go back to 1st and 2nd edition?
They won't. But you're saying if they would.
Well, if they would.
I honestly don't want them to. No. I don't want them to. I don't want them touching it. Because they're going to change it to what this crap is.
If you didn't want it or not. Let's say they go back to 1st and 2nd edition, and they go back to the old style.
They're not going to. But let's say they did, and they hired some of the people. Okay, it might be worth looking at, but I don't know. Some of those people that did AD&D that are still alive won't work for Wizards of the Coast. So,
yeah, I agree with that. But
I've done that with so many people. There was a couple of questions I asked a lot of new people when we were playing at the comic book. So I'm like, "Do you like Critical Role and Matt Mercer?" Yes. Get out. I don't want to play with you. Go away.
Well, that's gatekeeping. You can't do that.
Yes, I can do that. It's if I'm running the game, I will say who sits at my table. I don't give a shit.
That's
I'm running the game.
No, can't do it.
Oh no, not gatekeeping. No. I'm allowed to say who comes in my house. I'm allowed to say who comes in my house and plays. I'm not going to invite you, Jeff, into my house because you decided everybody's invited to the table. No, I'm not.
What if it's not your house? What if it's a game store?
I would still say no. I don't care. I've said no at the game store plenty of times. And they went to the owner and they said, he's not letting me play in the D&D game. And he came over to me and he said, well, why aren't you letting him play in the game? I said, because I don't like him. He doesn't fit in with this group's mentality. He said, okay. Nope, can't play. Sorry. Because those type of people that I'm kicking out of the group are the ones that are going to make everyone else uncomfortable.
Well, I think you made a pretty good call with that guy. I mean, the fact that he would complain to the game, to the store owner, that you wouldn't let him play, is a pretty good indication of kind of person he is.
Yeah. He was going to push his way into the game by going to the owner. And the owner who knew me was happy that I was running games and never had a problem with me. It was just like, yeah, I trust your judgment. So, yeah. Was it gatekeeping? Yep. But you need gatekeeping in games. Sorry.
You have to have a standard.
Yeah, exactly. Ultra American. America. Fuck yeah. Agrees with me right here.
It's the Ultra American.
Sorry, no, there's no two E's there. There's only one E. So it's the Ultra American. I love Ravenloft. I don't understand. I mean, okay. So anybody who's ever watched this channel, and there's some new people here, so I'll go over it, knows I hate spiders. Absolutely hate spiders. And I'm never going to Australia. I don't care. Mercurius pays for a ticket and then gives me $1 million. I'm still not going to Australia.
But thing is, they have the web, dude.
And spider people running the government. No, let's not get into that again, Jeff. Thank you. No, I will. You made me lose my train of thought.
Oh, yeah. Go to Australia because of spiders.
Yeah. No, fuck Australia. I don't care about it. I don't know what I'm talking about. No, I don't mean fuck Australia. I love Australia. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Cancelled.
Damn it. I will play a game, and if there's a spider in the game, I don't care because it's a game. Mm-hmm. I don't understand these people that play games and they're like, I need to, you can't touch upon my triggers. Dude, it's a fucking game. Get over yourself, manage your triggers, and fucking take a tissue, wipe it off, and move forward. I don't need someone throwing a card down on my table. You know what cards I'm referencing. Because you all right, Jeff?
Oh yeah, take a tissue and wipe it off. Quote: Evil DM 2024. Take a tissue, wipe it off.
That's a saying that's from the 90s. It's just people who just say, take a tissue and wipe off your pussy, is what they used to say.
Blocked.
So that's why I just changed it to wipe it off. So even my wife says that. She'll be like, take a tissue and wipe it off. I'd be like, damn. Australia blocked. Damn it. Now the spider people are going to come after me. Did you know that the spider people do run? No, I'm not going to get to that. The spiders that are big enough to have a health. No.
It's big. Spiders big enough to have their own theme music, boss theme music.
That's what I say. The spider's in the house, just like, dude, here's the deed. It's your house now. Have a nice day. Those spiders, absolutely not. The little spiders, I don't care about. I can squash them with my foot.
You think he's joking? I seen him take a flamethrower when he saw a spider one time.
You have no proof of that.
It's your own house.
I was trying to say, I don't think I want to know what you view France as. So, yeah. So
American, you are to spiders as the ultra American is to French people.
What the fuck did that even mean, Jeff?
That's what it meant.
Gotcha.
Confuse.
Confusions, yes. There's some. All right, look at this. There's a lot of UX improvements. Why do you have to have a UX improvement?
What does the UX mean?
It's like a graphical interface. I mean,
just make an MMORPG. Done.
They have one. It's called Dungeons and Dragons Online. They just haven't updated it in 20 years.
That's because nobody can pay for their subscriptions.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know what he meant either. You could still listen to me play. You can still listen to me run podcasts at rollhighordie.com. Go there. I'm still running games, and they're all actual play. They're just not first edition games. Well, there actually is 2 seasons of first edition on there that we played, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
And we also podcast there on YouTube as well.
We do?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Like right now. What are we doing?
We're on YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we also have games on this channel too, Chris. So if you want to check that out. What if? Oh God, with these spider things, Rob, I'm going to kill you. We call it 8-legged friends. No, because it reminds me of the movie 8-legged Freaks. So no, I'm not going to do that one either.
Hey, you remember that part where they came out of the cave and they just start running across the ground like super fast, like even cars couldn't get away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good part.
Wasn't it?
Can you imagine that? Tired of events, you had this giant spider just following you, going as fast as you are.
It doesn't bother me. It's a movie. I don't care.
But can you imagine? Thanks, Wizbot.
Shut up with Wizbot. Leave Wizbot alone. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I don't have those triggers. Seeing the spider in real life, that's the size of like this, hanging on my wall, it's like, nope. Done. I'm out. Because that's realistic.
I've seen a just recently like a dollar-sized spider, not too far.
A dollar-sized spider.
Yeah, so you unroll a dollar, American dollar, is about that size. Like if you spin it in a circle, let's say like a saucer-sized.
Where was this?
It wasn't too far from where I live.
I'm not coming to your house ever again. On a related note, did you ever see the disclaimer in the adventure that the hook was being transformed into a mind flayer? No. Is that the disclaimer that they put on all the old material on Drive Thru RPG? Is that the one you're referencing? If you have like, I can look it up if you tell me what it is. Because I know they put a lot of stupid disclaimers. Oh, are you kidding me?
What?
Something to the effect of check in and make sure your players are okay with the body. And oh, I remember what you're talking about now. Yes. Yeah. Make sure you check on your players' feelings because they could be triggered by the possible enhancements of the game. And blah, 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 blah.
I don't know. Vince never checks on our feelings.
Because I don't give a fuck. You're playing the game. You're sitting at the table. There's the consent. Shut up and play.
Sometimes I get damaged, emotionally damaged. Sometimes I feel like Midnight. You just don't care.
Yeah, definitely check it out. We have a bunch of good things going on. Non-baby crying persons. Carrying persons, sorry. Non-baby carrying persons. Oh, stop. Yeah, I've seen what you're talking about now that you said that. Yeah, check on your players. They seem to do that a lot with Wizards of the Coast stuff.
He was like, and how are you feeling about this thing? I don't like it. Okay, well, you can leave. Emotional damage.
I think of that thing. Emotional damage.
Yeah.
The Satanic Panic, you know what? That really won't do anything. You think it would, but it really won't. The amount of people that are like, yeah, Satan, yeah, or just like whatever.
If anything, if you brought back the Satanic Panic, it would bring more woke people probably into D&D.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You needed the reverse of it.
You can use spells to restore hit points. Mental trauma is forever.
The scars in my mind never leave.
I can't believe that one adventure we were on, the guy had emotional damage.
Midnight, yeah. Well, the thing is about that is, like you said, all right, you see this guy, he's running through the forest almost naked. It looks like he's been in a fight. Okay, is the guy bleeding? No. Oh, is the guy bruised? No. Does the guy look like he's scuffed up at any way? No. Well, how is this guy damaged? And I just happen to ask, is the guy emotionally damaged? And yes, that was it.
So we need to talk to Rob and ask what game he's playing if he's feeling violated in some way.
I would guess it would be Call of Cthulhu.
I mean, does Call of Cthulhu really violate you that much? I mean, doesn't it?
I mean, if you ever watched some of the movies and read the books, you would feel that way. Could be, depends on the players. It could also be a Vampire, the Masquerade.
That's right. You want to play a wheelchair? That's fine. No problem. Open up the adventure. And a level 20 cleric comes up to you. He places his hands on you. Stop it, Jeff. And he casts the spell, and all of a sudden you can walk. There goes your shitty character. Or just make every adventure have ladders. I don't know.
Stairs.
Well, stairs, they could have their friends drag them up backwards. Ladders, they're going to have to pull them up and everything. And after the second ladder, they're just be like, fuck this guy, kick him down the ladder and the end of it.
Every building you will go into will be wheelchair inaccessible.
There's no wheelchair accessibility in these games. Come on. I could see if you're playing a superhero game, then you could do the whole Xavier thing with the floating wheelchair, and that's fine. But D&D, come on. No.
In my opinion, if you were to have the Xavier floating chair in D&D, you get a stealth penalty every time. But it makes no noise. No, yours does. A very horrific screeching sound wherever you go. Like nails upon a chalkboard.
Yeah, I don't understand why people want to play with certain disabilities in the game when you literally have spells that can cure almost everything.
Don't know. Except for emotional damage. You can't cure that. Emotional damage,
yeah.
It's Not Uncle Roger. Who's that?
No, it's not Uncle Roger. It's another guy. I can't think of his name, but he does it. I know who you're talking. I could picture the guy's face in my mind. I don't remember what his name was.
Stephen He.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. What's the point of playing a disabled character if you suffer no difficulties? Well, I mean, you do, but they make it so you don't. So,
But
like,
what if it isn't a disability because his arms like fucking tree trunks and you can just
no, I had a guy who was in one of my AD&D games way back when, and he wanted to play a one-armed fighter. I was just like, why, dude? I mean, you can. He was just like, no, I want it, please. Yes, Stephen He. Yeah. And
Steve
who cares? And he wanted to play one-armed fighter, and he went through the whole thing of how he lost his arm and he never got it back because he thought it was the scar that reminded him of the guy that killed him, and he's been out looking for it. I'm like, you know what? The dude came with a cool backstory. He wants to play it. I said, you only have one arm. There's going to be some difficulties. He's like, yeah, I understand that. I said, if there's something to climb, you're going to have to overcome it because you have one arm. I mean, you're fighting, you can't hold a shield. He's like, oh, yeah, I understand. That's how it works. One arm, you only get to do one thing with it. You can't automatically, climb a ladder. It's going to be a little difficult. You can climb the ladder, but you'll be slower. Climb the rope, very slow. But he understood that. And he had the disabilities. What?
Yeah.
I'm autistic. I'm disabled enough in the head as it is. I don't even just to be like the same way as well. Well, I mean, hey, why not? So,
but go on about this one-arm fighter.
Yeah, so he played in the adventure. And he actually did pretty well. There was a couple situations where he was trying to climb things and he fell and hurt himself and took damage and stuff like that. But he didn't care. That's what he wanted for his character. And he made it work, knowing that he had the disabilities. He didn't be like, my character has one arm and he could still climb because he has this magical little ant on his back that actually can lift him up because ants can like, lift 100 times their weight, and the ant can go crawl up and send a rope down and crawl. No, shut up. I know you haven't played before my group for a little while. You said you took a break for a little while from playing and stuff like that. So did you ever run into people like that at all, Jeff? I mean,
no,
really.
Never run into somebody who. I mean, we all play this game. We all have our own mental disabilities, but no, I've never ran with someone who wants to play with someone with a physical disability.
Now, blind swordsman would be kind of an interesting character class to try, or a character to try, and that's falls under role playing, because use your other senses. They have those classes like a monk or something like that can do things like that, blind fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they'd have to rely on someone else to walk around and do stuff, but I would think at fighting they'd be okay. I mean, it's a game for the matter, but I mean, it's up to you as the DM. What about you, Jeff? I was like, Jeff, I want to play a blind fighter. What would you say?
All right, you're gonna suffer from a penalty, but no problem.
But my guy's been trained in the
my
ninja...
guy has an ant on his back, which allows him to see.
The ant communicates in his ear and tells him where everything is. Yeah, sure. Fuck you. Go away.
But
that's what they do.
I mean, I say if a problem comes up,
yeah,
you're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly. You warn them about it. You don't. And these people who do. Where's Bloodworth to go on a rant for 3 hours for this?
It's just as simple as that. I want to be a deaf archer. Okay, so you can see really good. You're gonna have a problem with passive perceptions, because you can't hear shit.
That would actually be kind of a cool thing to do. Go on a quest for some type of magical arm. It doesn't really defeat the purpose. It actually gives it kind of a cool story to do. I would roll with that.
What if a person wants to play, they they choose to play a character with a physical disability. Yeah, that if they put in their background that, oh yeah, there's this magical artifact that he knows about like a clockwork arm that would fit. That would be awesome. That would actually make things a lot bit easier.
A clockwork arm, yeah, that'd be kind of interesting, like a steampunk thing going on.
Yeah, like the blind fighter has has trained is blind now because of whatever reason. He physically attacked. Got sick or whatever, and knows a cure that can only be found in a certain place. Well, that makes a lot of sense. You'll have that disability until you get that. But yeah, that could be a goal to work towards.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It's just some things that don't make sense that kind of makes sense. So a wheelchair does not make sense.
Yeah, I want to be a character who doesn't have a sense of taste. Well, poisons are going to be a bitch for you. Huh?
I mean, sure, go for it. No taste, done.
Well, what's this taste like? It tastes like nothing. You don't have a sense of taste.
Tastes like chicken.
No, there's no sense of taste. You don't know what chicken tastes like.
What? To the daredevil, the Cinnamon father placed the blue crystal from the bag in the slot to proceed. All else is death. That's great. Fuck. What am I gonna do? Sir, it's the blue crystal. I know, I can't see.
Colorblind. You're colorblind. You come across 3 crystals. Which one's the blue one? Fuck.
The emotional damage. No, I'm kidding.
You're gonna be stuck on that for a while, aren't you?
I love that. It always makes me laugh every time I see it. Yeah. I mean, you aren't wrong. There's only so much of it you can take, and then people spend so much time on it, and it's just like, ugh.
Just if you want to play 5th edition, or if you want to play 4th edition, just boot up World of Warcraft. There you go. You got it.
And I don't have any problem with any edition that anybody wants to play. You play what you want to play, and you like what you like. Just don't push it on me. I don't want to play it. I stopped playing 5e for a reason because I didn't like it.
That's not the reason why I'm saying that. I mean, obviously, if you want to play any edition, you want to play any game, go for it. It's your choice. But I'm saying they're equivalent to booting up an MMORPG and playing that. Dungeons and Dragons Online is free right now. Go play that. You'll get the 4th and 5th edition feeling.
Everybody that plays 5e does not understand Dungeons and Dragons Online because it's 3rd edition rules. They never updated the game to the newer rules. They just kept it in 3rd edition, and that's all.
You're right. They can't play Dungeons and Dragons Online because they can't have a disabled character with a wheelchair in that game.
I don't know what Neverwinter uses. I only checked it out once, and I couldn't stand the way it controlled when I played it. So,
my character has a wheelchair. Yeah, mud's gonna suck for you. So is sand.
But I have good traction. I have an ant on me. No.
I have an ant that pushes me.
Yeah. I have a spider that spins the web, and no, you do not have a spider that spins a web for you.
It constantly goes after Vince.
Stop it. Yeah, I mean, they say there's nothing different about it, but it's obviously going to be a different edition. Well, yeah, and D&D 3rd edition was made to bring in the video game players. It was meant to bring in the WoW players. And it was meant to revamp the game to bring in a fresh new blood. Did it work? Yeah, it did. It did bring in a lot of new people. And then they lost them all.
As soon as they went to 4E. Yeah.
I think a lot of them left at 3.5 era because they were pissed off they had to buy brand new books 2 years later. It was no like span. It was like they went from 3E, then 2 years later, they're like, hey, here's 3.5. It's somewhat compatible still. You don't really need to buy new books, but buy new books.
Right.
Star Wars campaign in a fantasy setting? pre-industrialized Star Wars, I think it's logical to assume that the Force would still, Force users would be outcast or rulers. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
If you were to put a Star Wars campaign in a fantasy setting, so it'd be pretty much you know,
They could
designated to
scuttle on you, nibble
ground
on your
only.
arse. Wow.
So you'd
YouTube.
be pretty much limited to ground combat. There's no real aerial combat. There's no space combat. Which one of the good things about Star Wars is those things were there. Could you have a Jedi? Possibly. They wouldn't know they were a Jedi because the Jedi Council wouldn't be around. But and it would be very rare for a Jedi to exist, a Force user to exist in a fantasy setting. Because I mean, in the galaxy, you have millions of them. You can find them all over the place, but you limit it to a fantasy setting. You're that number gets reduced a lot.
Yeah.
Blasters aren't going to be a thing. You'd be pretty much stuck to guns. It'd be straight up. Star Wars is basically a fan. Oh yeah, that's what George Lucas kind of made it into. But yeah, you'd be pretty much set to melee. I mean, I guess it'd be bows and crossbows, maybe.
No.
Sing the song, Vince.
The power of one, the power of two, the power of many. Yay!
The power of many spiders.
Shut up. So, is there any hope for Dungeons and Dragons? Do you think, Jeff, in the future? Do you think it's going to be around in 10 more years?
Yes.
Yeah. I think they'll make a 7th edition or 6th edition, whatever edition.
In 10 years, they're probably on 6.5. I would say the way the company is run, it's not run for D&D, it's run for Magic the Gathering. People love the Magic the Gathering stuff.
Yeah, the art absolutely reminds me of Magic the Gathering. Yeah, Pathfinder 1 was actually a pretty solid game. And you could still buy the books pretty cheap. Though the prices I noticed are starting to tick up as people were getting annoyed at what Wizards of the Coast were doing. It'll be VR. It'll be a video game by the time it rolls out.
No, they'll still keep it PDF style. That way they don't have to hire software engineers to develop a game, because it's all about those Benjamins for them. It's not about the gamer. It's not about the game. It's about making a buck.
True. It'll be a diceless, skillless. No, I'm adding skillless there too. Based classless system.
So my character is a gray glob, and in this glob world where everybody's a glob. And
no, Jeff, it's not your turn. You don't have the stick.
I'm now emotionally damaged. You have to roll to heal me.
There's no healing emotional damage, sir.
Oh. No, it's everybody's a Mary Sue. Everybody wins the end.
Yeah, you can't have that. That's not how it works.
But yeah, you're right. Magic the Gathering. It does look like Magic the Gathering art.
Yeah, when you said that, it hit me. I'm like, you know what? It looks like Magic the Gathering art. And I guess that's what they're going for, because no one has attention spans, and I'm tired of it.
But yeah, could Wizards of the Coast fix these problems? Yes. Could they get back their base player system? Yeah, I think they could. They just have to do some work and actually do it.
You're a pseudopod. Yeah, and they had a chance to revamp, or not revamp, but continue the various lines of D&D, but they refused not to do it because they consider everything back then problematic.
They do right now. Who knows what's in 10 years? They'd be like, we know what we were wrong. We like the old system. We're bringing it back. We're updating it.
I don't think
the movie wasn't terrible.
I don't think they're going to do that. To be honest, Jeff.
They
Not gonna
wouldn't
lie.
do it now. Who knows in 10 years?
Unless things completely do a 180 the way things are happening right now, they're not. The way we're going, they're going to basically disown the other editions and say they're not even going to acknowledge them. They're going to like they're right now they're acknowledging them, but they're like they're problematic and troubling times. But then they're going to in the future, D&D first edition, because they can't even say Advanced Dungeons and Dragons because they're moronics, and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and all those games before our game need to be erased from our history. Goodbye.
Well, it reminds me of when what was it, Starbucks? No, it was Ben and Jerry's. It's like, you need to return the land to the Native Americans, and everyone pointed out your stuff is on Native American land. Like, oh, never mind. They could pull the 180 like that.
Yeah, one of those. No, it's not going to happen. It's like people said that Elon Musk shouldn't have bought Twitter. He should take his money and feed the homeless people in the world.
I mean, who says he's not?
Who says he should have to?
Well, I mean, I know that. I agree, but I'm just saying. Everyone says that every major company, every billionaire, millionaire should be doing this and that. Who says they aren't already? Just because you didn't do any research, a lot of people put it in. A lot of companies, a lot of rich people, they're philanthropists. So
hell, they
do give into charity.
They proved. I mean, Rob is saying that Old School Essentials is keeping old school alive. Hell, they proved with Shadow Dark that you can take the new rules and make them feel old school. So, no, I don't want them to do Dark Sun. I don't want them to do anything. I don't want them to touch anything. When they bring up something and I'm just like, no, please just don't. When they brought up Ravenloft, I'm just like, oh no, please, and they ruined Ravenloft. So, Ravenloft sucks now.
Well, what, you don't want the Hot Topic vampires in there?
No, I don't want sparkling Hot Topic vampires. Jeff.
I rolled to buy the lipstick from the counter. Look, I got a nat 20.
No, it'd be more like I roll to palm it in my pocket so the guy at the register doesn't see me.
Because I'm an edgelord like that.
Yeah.
I don't mesh with society.
I have inner pockets built into my jacket. It's 100 degrees. Why are you wearing a jacket, sir? It's cold outside. I'm a vampire.
I'm a vampire.
Yeah.
I'm a vampire and I don't listen to my mom.
Did they? Did they redo Spelljammer? I didn't realize they did it. Such a good setting, too.
Becky's such a bitch. I don't want to talk to you, stepmom. I read Twilight before it came on the movies. That's those trendsetters right there.
Yeah, Rob was trendsetting. Yeah, he's yeah. I'm kidding. Yeah, I read it before it was a movie. Oh yeah, I'm wearing blackout shades at night, but I still can get a penalty.
I'm wearing sunglasses at night, so I should be able to see everything.
We don't talk about it. Hey, did you see they're going to continue the Ash vs. Evil Dead series?
Cool.
Yeah, it's going to be animated now.
Well, I mean, considering Bruce Campbell's his age.
Bruce Willis is a different actor, but okay.
But yeah, Bruce Campbell's age, he's kind of have to go into that voice acting. He did one not too long ago for a subscription, explaining everything. Bruce Explains Everything, something like that.
Bruce Explains Everything. What are you talking about?
He did another voice acting role for a subscription.
I don't remember that one. I have to look that up now. Because he was in a movie recently when he was in the supermarket or like a Walmart type setting. Black Friday, I think it was called. And wasn't that great. He wasn't really that much. He wasn't physical in that role, obviously, but
well, when Bruce Campbell doesn't play Ash Williams, nobody really cares.
no, I mean, I like him when he acts in movies, but yeah, I want to see him in this role, so I don't blame people. I still support what he does, but
I read The Evil Dead before it was a movie.
I have If Chins Can Kill and Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way. Yeah, I've read those. They're great. The audiobook for Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way was awesome. I love listening to that book. Especially that he narrates the entire book. So, my name is Bruce was a great movie too. So, or They Call Me Bruce. I forget what the name of that movie. That was a great movie by him.
So he's coming out with another Evil Dead. Well, he's coming out with the was it next season or last season?
I don't know exactly. They just said they're going to continue it, but they're not. He hasn't really said what they're going to do. It's going to be under the Evil Dead umbrella.
What does that mean exactly?
The universe, the Evil Dead universe. He's still playing Ash in the quote unquote animation cartoon, but I don't know what that means exactly. If they're going to continue exactly, people keep saying, and he mentioned Ash versus Evil Dead in one of his interviews, but no one's actually doesn't know what they're doing. Bubba Hotep, yeah, Bubba Hotep was awesome.
I mean, they have a lot of non-canon stuff that happened with the Evil Dead 2. Doesn't mean exactly it's canon. The video games, for example.
It's hard to say what is and what isn't exactly canon because all the rights for everything is so messed up. Commodore 64. Yeah, I had a Commodore 64. You bought it for Pool Radiance also? I had Pool Radiance. Yeah, that was one of the awesome games to play on there. I miss those days.
What?
I miss simpler times, Jeff. Simpler times.
I think the first computer I ever played games on was the DOS series. I think it was on IBM.
Oh, yeah, like an ATX or something like that.
It was IBM something. But I think the very first game I ever played was.
I agree.
Wizard's Tower, I believe it was called.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Remember, you had me looking for that game for you. And we found it, I think, on GOG because you wanted to play it again.
Well, it's not that I wanted to play it again. That was just the first game I ever played. The first actual game that I've ever played was Hero's Quest. Do you want to be a hero?
I remember, yeah. Okay. Speaking of games, you had brought this up a while back, and you wanted to talk about it.
Did I? What did I bring up?
You brought up. Go on. You brought up this
Metal Slug.
Yeah, you said Metal Slug is a role-playing game. Yeah,
no,
as a role-playing game.
It would make a good role-playing game.
Right. You said you'd like to talk about that. So I kept it on my list per Jeff. So of things to talk about in case, we need to talk about stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I loved Italicus. That was a great
They are really going on about Bruce Campbell.
Well, everybody loves Bruce Campbell, man. Come on. Let them talk about Bruce Campbell. God, Jeff.
Emotional.
Jeff's got emotional damage.
Mills, like the way it's set up is you got your antagonist going against a protagonist who's General Mardu or something, whatever that is, and there's apparently a world government, and he's trying to take over. But the cool thing about the Metal Slug series,
just for you, buddy.
5e mechanics. I don't know that much about 5e mechanics. To be honest with you, I would see as a 6D game.
A
D6 game?
6D? Oh, D6 game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could probably be a D6 game. I mean, you could use D6 to make anything.
So you have the plot in there already. So you're trying to save the world from this evil army. But thing is, they also have other things in there, like mutants. They have monsters, and they have aliens. They have all the things that set up for a good RPG. It's just that you have to go through SNK to get the
The
rights to make
license.
it.
I mean, probably not that hard. Oh, stop bringing up classics, man.
I actually seen that one.
Jack of all trades too is another one. A lot of people forget about that one. Jack of all trades.
Apparently, Bruce Campbell gets upset when you mention Briscoe County Jr.
Does he? Why would he get upset about that?
Because it was a good show and they canceled it before it really got on its wheels.
It's probably because he put a lot of time and effort into that show. Just use GURPS, Jeff.
No, I want to use other things. I want to use MERPs.
You want to use Middle Earth role playing game for it?
For Metal Slug, yeah, fuck you.
Savage Worlds? I mean, yeah, you can make anything with Savage Worlds. It probably would work.
Unisystem?
Unisystem would definitely work. Yeah, Unisystem would work. I mean, we prove every other week that we can play Shadowrun using Unisystem. So,
but yeah, if I knew more about the lore of the game, it would be a pretty fantastic game to try. You and your buddies have to get together and go on. I mean, how many games out there? Like 1 million, where you're the rebellion against the other bad empire, and you have to go on missions to destroy them slowly.
There's lots of games like that.
Yeah, let's say like 1 million of them.
Yeah, like 1 million. Yeah,
but this would be another good representation of that. Apparently, they have cars now. The games they never had cars. I was playing the game before it became cool.
I was playing it. It was just named Slug.
It was Iron Slug.
It was Iron Slug, so it's a form of metal.
Quite metal yet.
Looks like they had a bunch of games. Maybe they'll.
They have a shit ton of games, dude.
Oh, they had a lot of spin-offs for the. Oh, yeah, that's probably why. Damn, dude.
There's like a little bit left.
Oh. Good Empire, bad Empire. I'm the guy with the gun. Now we're Bruce Campbelling everything now. So, let's see. A friend wondered what? A short game based on Wild Wild West. Yeah, Wild Wild West. That'd be a good setting to play. And Savage Worlds, you would use, what is that? Deadlands you could probably use for it. Kind of the same system. I know. You're like, what?
I mean, I enjoy the games. I'm not going into the background. I don't know much about them. I see bad guy, I go kill.
You're not gonna, talk to him and try to work things out.
I try to make him emotionally damaged. I roll to cause emotional damage. Well, I mean, all right. So, talk about emotional damage. Isn't that what one of the Bard spells does?
Bard spells does emotional damage. Yeah, I think it's a spell like that. It does kind of like emotional damage. I think that was in Palladium. Yeah, I loved playing Deadlands. I played a sheriff. Actually, was it a marshal? I think, or I don't remember what it was. But I had to start with a veteran perk. It was a talent perk. I remember. It's such a long time.
Vicious Mockery.
Vicious Mockery.
Yeah.
Which spell was that?
That is for bards, and it's a cantrip, so it has to be 4th edition and up.
You beat your werewolf wife to death? Nice. That must have been a hell of a story.
I played a game where we went against werewolves, and my guy didn't have any silver weapons, but he had a lot of silver coins. So my character kept on throwing the coins at him, doing 1d4 damage.
Yeah.
And so we were above the werewolf. It's like, what happens if I just dump all my coins onto him right now? Well, he said, well, how many do you have? And I gave him a amount. He's like, that's a lot of damage. So I invented a new move called Make It Rain against werewolves.
Make it rain. All right, that works. I mean, why not?
He killed it. He killed that werewolf. There's just so many silver coins in there.
Did you consider the werewolf's feelings before doing that?
The fact that it was constantly attacking. Maybe it was telling us we dropped our key somewhere.
Yeah, but you don't know that.
It seemed quite vicious at the time. So I would say I consider its feelings to be hostile.
I mean, did you consider its home life? Maybe it had a bad home life. You should definitely consider that.
Maybe it didn't go to Hot Topic that day and steal its makeup.
I had a manager that used to say that all the time to me. When someone did something horrible at work or was bad at something, he'd be like, now, before you write him up, did you consider his home life? I'm like, no, I don't care about his home life. Leave it at the door.
You know, that dude stabbed someone 30 times. Did you consider his home life? You know what? You're right. I didn't consider his home life.
You got infected and became the pack leader. Nice. He's now the anti-hero running the underworld gang. That sounds like a fun game. Right, Jeff?
What? An anti-hero running?
No, his Deadlands game.
What? You talking about
the story he's telling us?
You talking about the Wild Wild West? Or you talking about the lycanthrope?
Lycanthrope story, yeah. The camp.
Sorry. I was in front of.
Oh, forget it now. So I'm interested in seeing. I doubt it's going to be any good, but I'm interested in seeing what this game is all about. Where is it? Is that it? No, that's emotional damage. Hold on. The Gods of Metal, Ragnarok. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty bad mechanics, like how. I mean, it's a beautiful looking book. But this is Renegade Studio, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be like the G.I. Joe game and the that's the same company that made G.I. Joe and Transformers. And
I don't like the art.
Hey,
it looks too anime stylish. I want to go back to the metal covers of the 1980s. That was
the longest running superhero RPG on Earth. Chris is here, our host.
Hey, Chris.
Our host with the most.
So we're talking about emotional damage today?
No, we're not talking about emotional damage.
It's spiders.
I mean, you could pay the werewolves off. Why not? I think this is the same company that made... Maybe they didn't. I thought this was the same company that made the G.I. Joe game and Transformer game. But Renegade Studio, it sounds familiar. Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. Transformers, G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, and My Little Pony. Jeff, you could play a pony finally.
That's what I want. I roll for friendship.
Jeff wants to be a clumper.
A what?
Go ahead and look up that term and don't say it out loud.
No. Send it to me in private chat.
No. It's a term. I only found out about the term because way back, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 10 years ago, Howard Stern had it on his show. They were talking about how stupid it is. And it's people
What's
that
a
like
show
my...
about? It's about a show for little girls.
Oh, yeah, you'd think so, right? So it's people
Weird
that
West.
like My Little Pony. There you go. There's your private chat.
Wow.
Yeah. There's bronies, people that just like My Little Pony, and then there's clumpers. So
No, I believe the term brony is for adult men who enjoy My
yeah,
Little Pony.
yeah, those are the bronies.
Yeah.
You want to be a Care Bear, so you can use the Care Bear stare. So tell me, yeah. So tell me about the Transformers RPG. Oh, you have yet to play the RPG. Okay, okay. I don't have it. I have the GI Joe one because I'm a huge GI Joe person from leftover from the '80s when the show was actually good, and I wanted to play it, but the rules were basically just reminded me of 5e rules, but if they made 5e rules shitty. So I don't know how it's possible, but Jeff went there. Friendship magic.
I'm in a daze because I've never I never really saw the show. My kids liked the show. I mean, when they were that age,
I
but
don't
they've grown out
understand
of it.
why any adult male is watching My Little Pony. Not gonna lie.
That or what was that other big one that came out? Was it Steven Universe?
Oh yeah, Steven Universe. Yeah.
I have a gym for a belly button. Okay, cool. Next question. So is that hooker down the streets?
Whoa. They did a good job on these books, but I don't know. I can't.
What was I say? 80s version was good, but everything else in the 90s was bad. Not everything in the 90s system was bad. And the 90s cartoons were bad. I mean, they came out with a lot of good cartoons in the 90s.
Yeah, Derek, I've definitely played Heroes or Hero System. Excuse me. Uh, it's not something I've played in a while. Actually, do I have one of the books? Where is that?
I don't think I've ever played Champions.
Do I have here? Where did I put that book? I had it out too because there was someone that was talking about it in a video, and he made me pull out the book to read it, but I don't know what I did with it.
I've played DC. I've played Marvel. I've played Heroes Unlimited. I've never played Champions.
What do I have over here? Let me look.
Fallout RPG.
Wow, this is my harp books. I thought it was right here. Never mind. Ah, here it is. I knew I had it right here. Here's Champions. This is like the first edition. Oh, it's third edition, second printing, 1985. Yeah.
Oh, I get what you're saying, Tris. Yeah, like the remake they made of He-Man where he was wearing jeans.
Oh, yeah. He-Man, the new adventures of He-Man when he was just like, the power of good. And Skeletor was just like this dipshit that kept talking to the camera like he was Deadpool. Like he would, they tried to be funny with it. He'd be like, meh, and he would look at the camera and talk to it. It's just like, dude, you're not funny. Stop.
Yeah, the I didn't.
G.I. Joe Extreme. Eh.
Yeah, G.I. Joe Extreme was kind of bad in my opinion. The 2000s one was really bad too. Where they only had like 6 members of the selective ops team or whatever it was.
That would be kind of cool.
What?
Captain N the Game Master in Savage Worlds. But even a Captain N the Game Master. You remember that cartoon, Jeff?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Where they couldn't, they had the names of the characters but couldn't hold the license, so Mega Man was actually green instead of blue.
But they called him Mega Man.
They call it Mega Man, but they couldn't have the same properties for him, the same look for him. No, what are you saying? The reboots suck. You wouldn't say the stuff that came out at the time wasn't bad. So Spider-Man in the 1990s, Batman came out in the 1990s. Those were great stuff, but they weren't reboots.
Yeah, I would say that 2002 He-Man was pretty decent. Even the I think they came out with a Thundercats one too. That was pretty decent.
Yeah, they went more anime style with it. But then they did Thundercats Go.
Ugh.
That was really bad.
I don't understand. It gives me emotional damage just talking about those things. I mean, what is Thundercats Go? Let me get that up here. Cats Go. Where's that shitty fucking artwork? Oh wait, that's the video. I can't put that up. Never mind.
Ooh.
Images. That's what I need to do. Where on earth? And I understand that they think the kids have no attention span, but why do they think this artwork is going? Because it's cheaper. It's like, was it like that Steven Universe crap?
Yeah.
It's just,
Look,
like,
he also has a gem in his belly button.
They all have gems in them. Just because she's patting him on the head. You're a good boy.
Sure. Moss is right. It's a cheaper art style.
The power of many, yay! No.
I mean, if you go back to Thundercats lore, the power from his sword came from his people. So the more people there were, the more stronger the sword was.
I can't show it. Damn.
Yeah, you can't show clips. Sorry. That's a no-go.
Yeah, but I know. Yeah, Jeff?
Himalis, was that the channel name?
Himalis plays games poorly. What?
Himalis games poorly. Castlevania would be an awesome RPG game.
Yeah, it would be.
In the Netflix series, they made it really, really interesting.
Is it? I heard it was pretty shitty.
Have you not seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my goodness, you're missing out on a great show. Well, in my opinion, a great show.
So I won't get emotional damage by watching it?
No, not really. Unless you're afraid of vampires or the undead.
No, not at all. Though I definitely would not want to work again as a security guard in a haunted place, but that's a different story.
Would you rather be a security guard in a haunted place or a psych ward?
A psych ward any day. I mean, do they even have psych wards anymore?
Yeah, they do. It's at hospitals.
Dracula was right.
Yeah, he was right, unfortunately. You'll have to watch the show. Yeah, the show is awesome. See, even Rob agrees.
Oh, if Rob agrees, then we should definitely. That's the line right there. Rob, I'm just kidding, Rob. Here we go. I found it. Jeff's favorite meme: the power of one.
Snarf became a cult leader. No, thank you. Repent, Snarf, Snarf. It is not Snarf,
Snarf. What are you gonna do, right?
But yeah, go watch the show when you get a chance. It's a pretty good show.
I will. I'll have to add it to my list. I have Netflix now because they're gonna have wrestling on it soon, so we decided to jump in while the prices are still low.
What other shows you got on your list there?
I have lots of shows. Lots.
Name 5.
Make me take my phone out and look.
Is She-Hulk one of them? I'm gonna tell you to stay away from that one.
Oh, that was just next on my list to watch. I was gonna watch She-Hulk. Jeff.
Starford's like the Hitler of Thundercats. Jeez.
Damn, Chris. I have the Oh, wait, never mind. No, I have these are things on my list to find and or watch. Doesn't necessarily mean Netflix. I had the Acolyte on. I deleted that shit. Ahsoka. I haven't watched Ahsoka yet.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, there are some cringy parts in there.
Andor. I haven't watched that yet. I wanted to really watch that.
Not too bad itself. A lot of talking.
I also have what is it the Booth at the End, which was a pretty decent like horror type thing. I wanted to watch that. That was around the same time that Crackle was around. You remember Crackle, right?
Yeah. I think Crackle got bought up by someone.
Yeah. I hate Big Eye Small Mouth. Channel Zero, Creeped Out, Dark Matter, The Diplomat. I'll rewatch a Falling Skies because I love Falling Skies. Some old shows. First Wave, Forever Night. The Highlander series that you told me was absolutely trash.
I didn't say it was trash. Other people said it's trash. I only caught a few episodes of that.
Oh, I thought you said it was like a pointless trash show.
I said it's episodic.
Episodic. Okay.
It's not serial. It's episodic.
What? Let's see here. The Highlander cartoon is on my list because it's following.
I've never seen that.
Let's see here. Merlin. I liked that TV series. That was actually pretty decent.
Bleh.
Bleh?
Bleh.
You didn't like it?
It was good at the beginning, but then it went bleh.
I like when
kind of like Xena or Hercules. It was good at the beginning, but started going downhill.
I liked it more towards the end because what's her name started becoming dark. Morgana started becoming Morgana instead of everything else. Let's see here. I got One Piece on my list as well because everyone keeps saying One Piece is
good
really
luck with that.
Why is it bad?
No, it's not stopping.
Oh,
they found the. I'm gonna give you a hint. They found the treasure. I won't tell you what it was, and the show is still going on.
Okay.
I would suggest not starting with that one.
Don't worry, it's on the list. The Outpost, because my friends keep telling me at work, it's like, oh, you gotta watch The Outpost. It's so great. I'm like, okay, I'll watch The Outpost. It's so ripe for tabletop role playing.
Dark Matter is better than Firefly. Oh, a better version of Firefly. I never saw Dark Matter. I've seen Firefly.
Now, are we talking about Dark Matter that was on Sci-Fi? Or are we talking about Dark Matter that's on Apple TV? No, I'm just teasing. Because Apple couldn't have picked a different name. It's so stupid. Let's see here. We'll go back to Poltergeist: The Legacy. You remember that TV show?
Yeah.
Ratchet for Nurse Ratchet. The Sand. Oh, that's a movie. Never mind. Let's see. Sleepy Hollow, because I started watching that way back when it was on, but then I kind of fell off.
You never saw Sleepy Hollow?
The TV show?
Oh, I thought you meant the movie.
No, I've seen the movie. The TV show I started watching, and it was actually pretty decent, but then I kind of fell off of it. So, let's see here. The Strain. I watched The Strain. By the way,
Highlander the series is better, superior in every way to the movies.
Who said that?
Rob. Rob did. He did it over there.
Is it? I don't know. I only watched like 2 episodes of it, and other than seeing boobs and an annoying sidekick kid, I was just like, eh.
I mean, in the series, at least there's combat more often. And
oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know. The first 2 movies were really good for the Highlander series of movies.
I thought it was cool in the TV series when he was going around in New York. The Games Workshop RPG mini store was there. They went to it because he was looking for information. I didn't even know there was one back then in New York. So, Timeless, Total Recall 2070. Yeah, that was a TV show for that. I got The Witcher also on my list too, because I heard it was pretty decent up until they replaced Henry Cavill. So,
I, as far as I understand, they have not in the show. They have not replaced him yet. I know they did. They might do it for the future series, but the last episode still has Henry Cavill in it. But yeah, you could tell there at the end of the series, they were kind of pushing away from Gerald.
okay.
But yeah, I would go ahead and put Castlevania on the top of that list, and probably The Witcher.
Well, I was gonna watch Baywatch first, so
We can't miss Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson.
I want to see Pamela Anderson because I want to
Pamela
Pamela
Anderson.
Anderson. No, I'm not watching Baywatch. I'm watching Baywatch Nights. Boom.
Ooh.
I want to see boobs and vampires and supernatural. That's what they did. What?
Can't get away from Hot Topic. I wear these sunglasses at night because it makes me look cool.
I was cool before it was cool. There's our globe.
So yeah, definitely put Castlevania in top there.
Well,
so
I gotta finish.
Talk about that.
I'm in the middle of watching Elementary right now. I only got one more season to go, so once that's done, I'll be free to pick up another show.
Okay.
I'm enjoying the Sherlock Holmes take.
I'll definitely put One Piece at the bottom of that list there because it's not stopping, or at least put a stopping point to it.
No, I'm gonna watch every episode and enjoy it. And
if you were to watch, hold on, let me look this up to make sure I'm actual.
Debbie, oh, sorry. Yeah.
How long has been wrong? It has over 1,000 episodes. If you were to watch it, starting from today, going 24 hours, you would have to watch it 436.8 hours.
Okay. What's your point? Is that the one? Is that the one that's on Netflix?
Oh, you're talking about the Netflix one? Oh, that's one season. I thought you meant the anime. I was about to say cartoon. I already got a lot of people pissed off at me there.
No, Jeff. No.
If you were to watch the anime, you would have to watch it straight for almost 20 days.
That's true.
But I think they did a pretty good adaptation. And I think a few people will argue with me. I think they did a really good adaptation of the anime. Not like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Ugh.
Actually, they did. They actually came out with a show. It wasn't bad.
I remember the show. It was on Saturday mornings for the longest time.
No, I'm talking about Netflix did a show adaptation of Avatar. Or no, it was Netflix did a real life adaptation of the show, not the movie.
Yeah, The Last Airbender, right?
Yeah, it actually came out with a live show.
Last Airbender Netflix. Here it is. Television series. Was it? I thought people did not like this.
I thought it was okay.
I haven't watched it. It's not on my radar to watch, but I thought people were like, "Oh, it sucks."
It does look a little wonky, but it's kind of hard to adapt a cartoon to live action.
I see a lot of people saying that One Piece is really good, so that's why
it wasn't bad. I liked it.
Well, the people that matter to me say it was good, so.
Oh, that's Rob.
Right. As long as Rob says it's cool, then I can definitely watch it. Rob, what do you think? Are you still here? Can you tell me if I should watch One Piece or not? Jeff's saying I should not bother, so.
No, if it's the anime, don't bother.
Let's all wait for Rob. Shh. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. But we're not actually waiting for Rob. Stop.
Rob, where you at, Rob? Rob's like flipping through the chest.
Yeah, the anime did look wonky.
Oh.
Wow.
The One Piece. Well, I mean, every anime has its own wonky looking parts.
Rob, he just gave me emotional damage. He's never watched it. Oh well, we'll see what happens.
So to go back to the original, yes, I think they can make improvements to the to Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons. Remember, you looking around like you got confused.
I thought we were past that.
No. But to go back to it,
no.
To finish up.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
Got a few more minutes.
I think they could improve it. I think there's definitely improvements they need to make for the company before they make improvements to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And until they fix up their company, the game is always going to be shit.
Well, yeah, they got to get rid of all those people that are pushing this crap in the game. And
well, they don't have to get rid of. They just have to definitely take them out of Dungeons and Dragons. Make them their own RPG series they can do.
But they don't want to do on there. They don't want their own RPG series. They want to work on D&D.
The Happy Fluff Gray Matter series.
They want to take what we like and change it to what they like. So we like what they like. That's what they want to do.
Well, just like children, you have to say no.
But they don't want to say no.
It doesn't matter what they want to say. They need to say no. Like that smash button.
Yeah. Since you're all here, hit that like button on the video. It always helps.
And sharing helps a lot.
Yeah, sharing helps, and definitely share the video because we need to get Jeff a new computer so he stops freezing so much.
I haven't frozen once since we've been on.
No, you have multiple times. I've watched. If you have any questions, you can always email me at askthedm@theevildm.com. If you have a topic for the podcast that I do daily, which is now on season 7, because I went through 100 episodes and now I'm on rebooting and on season 7 now. That's what I decided. Every 100 episodes is a new season. Why not?
Right.
I did it for 100 episodes straight since, I don't know, I brought it back this year. So now it's season 7. I think it was just, I think they were shopping around to see what they can get for it.
Kind of giving feels.
Yeah, I think they were just, there was a lot of rumors going around that they were going to sell it. And I think they were just trying to see what they could. Yes, definitely. It was good chatting with you as well. Hopefully you will subscribe and stick around. We have a live stream every Wednesday. If you join the channel, you get a live stream on Friday just for members only at 5:05 as well. It was good laughing with you. You had some good comments tonight, my friend. Yeah, but D&D definitely was for, I think it was for sale. I think they were feeling things out. So I don't know. But it came back as they weren't. But yeah, we're kind of wrapping up here because Jeff has to go. I have to go. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to click like, share the video, and we will see you again